Oh, sister. Are we wearing the same wrap?
Look at us matching.
No, we didn't coordinate this, y'all.
Turn off the vibe.
What?
Hi, I said let me turn off the vibe, my little background music.
Oh.
Chancha Shiba.
What are you doing?
Setting. I'm harvesting zinnia seeds.
Oh. Oh, first. Hey, y'all. I'm Keisha. We got to get used to introducing ourselves. I know we probably won't do this every time, but maybe early on. And I want to figure out how to maybe add our names on the bottom or something. Anyway, I'm Keisha. I'm at growing where I'm planted on YouTube. I'm growing in South Florida, Zone 10.
Hey, I'm Letitia, Farmer Letitia on YouTube. I'm growing in Zone 8 in Georgia.
So you're doing zinnia seeds, you said?
Yeah. So last year I harvested this bag. It was like halfway filled. But when I take the zinnia heads, I just like strip all the petals and all, and just stuff it in here. And then later I go back and
to be addressed at a later date.
Yeah, I just label it so I remember what it is. But it's got, petals and seeds all mixed in here. And then usually in the wintertime, when I can't be outside working, is when I start processing all of my seeds from the winter. So anyway, I've got one shelf left of seeds that I have to. Hi. You gotta interrupt to say hi.
All right. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Hey.
I'm just welcoming folks into the chat.
Yeah.
All right.
I have one shelf left of seeds that I have to finish harvesting before winter's over.
One like growing rack?
Yeah. One shelf, not a rack.
Yeah, one shelf of a rack.
One shelf of a rack. Because originally I had 2 shelves and a ceiling full of stuff I had to harvest, of dried stuff I had to harvest. But now I have just one shelf left.
Progress.
Yeah, so I feel really good about this. So I'm like home stretch, and I've been like just pushing through and trying to get a little bit done each day because technically I guess winter's over next month in March. So I only have this month in my mind. I only have this month basically to finish, and then I got to get it into high gear for summer. So I got to get everything finished this month. And so yeah, I'm doing a little at a time. Let me show y'all what zinnia seeds look like if you haven't seen them. I don't know. Maybe you have. I'd never seen them before I started.
Hey, Diego.
Hi, Diego. I don't even know. They're so small. I don't even know if I can
see them. Yeah. Maybe like a.
I can't hold it up though,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Very small.
That's a zinnia seed. And what I have mixed in here, the light colored stuff, is all petals, dried petals from when I harvested the flower heads themselves just to save the seeds. So anyway, I'm screening them, taking out the petals and then picking out the seeds, and then I'm packaging it in my seed saving packages so that I can share these. Thank you. So I can share these. So I'm stuffing packaging is what I'm doing.
Nice. Yeah. What are you drinking?
Just some water.
Drinking something. So, water. Water's good.
Just some water.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm drinking a cranberry hibiscus tea, warm cranberry hibiscus from some of the cranberry hibiscus I grew over the summer. I dried it and powdered it, and I'm using it for tea because I was outside adulting most of this day so far, and it's kind of chilly. So I figured a nice warm mug of tea would be nice while we chatted.
Oh, nice.
Plus, I was around people that were coughing and stuff, so I was like, "Oh, cranberry hibiscus, high in vitamin C. Let me get some of that in."
Yeah. It's a little cool here. It's overcast. I don't know what it looks like on my side on the camera with color on, but it's rainy today. It's 100% chance of rain, so it's quite dark, which is nice. It's moody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had the vibe all set. It's a little overcast with a little chill vibe. Oh yeah. Okay. Good.
Oh. Doesn't look dark at all.
Oh, great. It is. I'm right in front of the window, so it helps. But there's not a lot of light out, so. It's really, really overcast, but it's nice. We needed a little rain, I guess. I mean, I never turn down rain. Usually don't turn down rain. So I'm grateful.
What'd you do towards your self-reliance today?
Whew. Speaking of adulting, um, well, harvesting zinnia seeds is one. I also disassembled my dryer so I can. So I don't use my
Your clothes dryer?
clothes dryer. Yeah,
Oh.
I, I don't use my clothes dryer very often because I prefer to line dry. I have a retractable clothesline on my in my back garden that I put out and leave out most of the year, with the exception of winter. Sometimes I have to use the actual clothes dryer. And so last time I used it, like 2 weeks ago, I think, I noticed that it wasn't heating. It ran for like 40 minutes and my clothes were like cold when I cold and wet when I took them out. So
Hmm.
it's not heating. So yeah, it was on my list to disassemble so I could troubleshoot.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it's the same thing that happened last time. I had to disassemble and repair my dryer. It blew a fuse. It blew the same fuse. So I'm not sure
Hmm.
what is going on. Um,
Maybe the
I'm
wire.
pretty sure I have an extra fuse from the last time I repaired that fuse. But what I don't have is extra wire
Yeah.
because they only put, a certain amount of wire. And last time when I rewired the fuse last time, I used all the slack that I had. So I don't have any slack left. So basically, I got to order new wire to be able to redo that fuse to be able to fix it. So anyway, I troubleshooted my dryer today
Nice.
so that I could get that repaired one day. Um, it's not high on the priority list because I really just don't use it. And now winter's almost over, so I'm gonna fix it,
Yeah.
but I'm not pressed. But I would like to have it working so that when I do want to use the dryer, I can.
Yeah.
I checked on my nursery. I got a couple of little things popping up. Not much, but they're like microscopic, but I can see them.
Well,
Um, and I sewed a tray of toothache plant. I did an early sowing. I decided because I finished yesterday harvesting all those seeds
yeah.
and I had a lot of debris left, which had little microscopic seeds in it, and I just couldn't bear to toss out all them seeds. So I
Right.
decided to put a little tray and then spread all the debris with seeds in it in there,
Makes
even
sense.
though technically it needs to be a little bit warmer, but
Inside your house, probably warm enough.
no, it has to be at least 70. I don't keep my house at 70.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's going to be warm next week. And I put it in a reused strawberry container. So I closed it a little. So it has like kind of like a humidity dome ish situation on it. So I think it'll,
Maybe.
huh?
I bought a heat mat under it.
I'm not willing to start heating anything.
Yeah. I'm like, we don't want it that bad. We use electricity for it.
I mean, I want it, but I'm not going to pay for it yet. Like, I'm not doing, in nothing I have, I'm not doing any supplemental heating or heat pads at this point. Everything I have growing in the winter nursery now
Oh.
can do like,
Mine off. I had it on for the weekend because I didn't want my tomatoes and my peppers I had started to. But yeah, I will turn because it was 50s in here. But now it's fine. I can turn it off.
yeah,
Remember
I
after we finish.
yeah, I don't like it. So I'm not heating nothing or paying for anything
Right.
to be heated until the next couple weeks. Then I will, because I'm gonna start my eggplants and tomatoes and all that stuff that actually my summer stuff. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start my summer stuff
And
probably in 2 weeks.
it's a negligible amount of electricity that the heat mats use.
Well, it's more than I'm willing to pay for. Yeah, it's more than I'm willing to pay for right now. So I'm just not doing it because I don't have to. Basically, there's plenty of stuff that I can grow right now that don't require a heat mat. So that's the stuff I'm focusing on right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and yeah, because the stuff I'm growing now doesn't like heat. So I'm growing the things that like it cool. And then when I'm able or willing to start heating, then I'm going to use my little germination chamber, also known as a walk-in closet. I'm going to start them in my germination chamber.
People as a walk-in closet. Yeah.
Huh?
Known by most people as a walk-in closet. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to kickstart stuff in my germination chamber where I'm going to heat it. And I'm going to use heat mats and lights and all that. But right now, I'm just growing stuff that doesn't need anything.
Yes, that makes. Yeah, me too. Other than, like I said, for the weekend, since I had already started some peppers and tomatoes, I put the heat weekend. But
It would be a long time for me, which I did it last year.
And yeah, I know.
I didn't appreciate that electric bill though. It'd be a long time if I started if I started heating for like all of winter or even January. Shoot, it would be that's a lot of heating.
Yeah.
Supplementing, that's a lot of babying, really.
Yeah.
Lights, heat mat, heater.
A lot longer for you before it can go out.
Yeah. So I gotta water it, maintain it. Like I just, yeah.
Anybody got
None
time?
of that. Oh, I guess I'll show you guys. I forgot I was gonna do that. I'm gonna show you guys what I got.
Looked like we were doing any tour, but that's
What?
I was thinking it didn't look like we were doing any tour, but I was like, whatever, we don't have to.
I mean, I didn't realize I had to start on minute 1.
You look real cozy in bed. That's all.
I'm always cozy in bed if I can be.
Always cozy. It's your world. We don't have to do it.
Oh, here, let me show you. How do I? Dryer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I just put the drum back in there because I know I'm not doing it right now. So I just have it sitting in there. But it's all taken apart and yeah. I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll start in my so I guess I should preface this by saying I live by myself and I have 3 bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
3 guest rooms. So I have turned my guest rooms. Huh?
You have 2 guest rooms. You live by yourself and have 2 guest rooms.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. I live by myself and I have 2 guest rooms, which I turn into winter nurseries because I don't have guests. And so, what I have growing basically in here right now, like I said, are things that do not need any babying. They don't need heat mats. They don't need lights. They don't need heating. You know.
Right.
So I've got all this stuff. I just started like 3 days ago. These are all cool weather things that I'm planning to sell in my spring plant sale. So it's calendula, nasturtium, sage. Oh, there's a big truck going by. I was like, what is that? They've been doing tree work out here. Sage, cilantro, what else? Kale. These are my dragon tongue mustards. There's not a lot. They just started. Like I said, I just put these in a couple weeks ago. Dragon tongue mustard. I've got some cilantro. Just wanting to come up.
Yeah.
A little bit of broadleaf sage. This one's a perennial, so I'm trying to do as much of this one as I can because I can start it now and it'll just last forever. These are both parsley. Parsley has come up and been pretty.
Yeah. Looks good.
They're starting to stretch a little bit. There's not a ton of light, and my windows are also tinted, so they don't get a ton of light. But this is helpful in the summertime when it gets too much light in here. They look what?
Parsley looks good.
Oh, it does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. They're still coming up. So I still got quite a bit that's just starting to pop up. I don't know if you can see these little teeny tiny babies that have just been.
What's that?
This is dragon tongue mustard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a little one that just came up yesterday. Because I check this every day, basically. I check it every day to see what's happening.
That is one of the most delicious greens I have ever. It like literally tastes like it's already seasoned with pepper.
Dragon tongue mustard.
Yeah, dragon's tongue mustard.
It's my favorite.
So underrated.
Yeah, it's my favorite. So I hope to get more of this, but right now I have 4 plants that have come up. So, but I want to have more. So I'll probably sow another cup. That's my favorite mustard. It's actually the only mustard that I've been growing for the last few seasons. Oh. I've just been doing this one. This is that toothache plant that I was saying I started. So I just reused this strawberry container that I got from the store when you buy strawberries. And I just tossed all the debris on the top of this soil seed starting mix.
Yeah.
And it has seeds inside of it because the seeds were really small for a toothache plant. Yeah. And I just keep the top closed so it locks in a little bit of heat, but then it's vented for airflow. So hopefully those will come up in a few days. We'll see. We'll see how that does. And then I'll take you over to my other room. Oh, this is my
Wow.
This is my main.
A whole setup, a main greenhouse.
This is my main winter nursery, and this is my overflow, basically my overflow room.
Cool.
Where'd you start,
Right.
sister? Is it dark?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
Uh,
Because
like
I
that's
don't want to turn on the lights, but I will if I have to. This is elderberry. I have a couple of elderberry trees on my farm, and I pruned them last year, and I just saved all the cuttings in my fridge, and I just recently potted them. So this is, what did I say, sister? 30 something cuttings. So hopefully these will root, and then I'll be able to offer these in my spring plant sale as well. Um, these are fig cuttings. I have a couple of fig cuttings sprinkled around. I guess this is my main fig setup here.
yeah, give them a little humidity.
Yeah, and locking in some heat is really what I'm trying to do
Oh yeah.
with airflow still, so I keep it propped up.
Yeah.
So this container, as well as this one, is all fig cuttings from my fig collection. I cut again. I did the same thing. I pruned last year, and then I saved all the cuttings in my seed bank fridge,
So
and
you
then I just potted them. A
and so you
couple
have
of,
one variety into one 1 gallon pot, the same variety in one gallon.
yeah, for the most part, unless I ran out of space, in which case I just wrote on the side of it. I guess I
Oh yeah.
should show. I wrote on a lot of them if I could, like this one.
This is my first year doing that. It was not easy to use a chalk pen to write on a cutting, but I did
It
it.
is not paint pen, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, especially if the cutting's not that big.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to write on the side of each cutting what it is. But some of them were also a little moist, so I use painter's tape and a Sharpie and just labeled the whole pot with what it is. So I have 10 varieties of figs here, and this is 89 cuttings between these two
Wow.
bins, and then I have a pot here and a pot there that couldn't fit. So we'll see what those do.
Yeah. Dang. Okay.
So hopefully I'll be able to offer those in my plant sale as well. I told you I posted just to see if anyone might be interested, and there's quite a bit of interest in the figs, so that's exciting. Hopefully those come up.
Nice.
These are my leaf of life cuttings
Yeah.
that I just did a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Look
If
at
I
my monstera.
Sorry, if I can interject, if you could just circle back real quick to the leaf of life. If y'all didn't know, I discovered this accidentally. You can propagate leaf of life by just laying the leaf on top of the soil or cocoa coir or whatever. I've tried multiple different potting mediums and they all work. And then the new little plants will pop up on the edges of the leaf. It's amazing.
I'll show you. I've got one that has little
Yeah.
ones. These are the little leaf of life pop-ups that come. I had a leaf just fall inside of this cup that was growing something else, but it died. And then the leaf of life plant started just popping up here.
And
So
we
those are,
grow that for our apothecary medicinal purposes. So you can Google the benefits of leaf of life. But
here's a big one. This is the
propagate
big
it.
one that I took the cutting from, or cuttings from. This is my larger one. But yeah, it's really a good medicinal plant.
Super easy to propagate. So that's a good one to have.
Super easy. You see I have little ones popping up here.
Winter, summer, it just keeps going.
I was saying, look at my monstera.
Beautiful.
It looks so good. It's really happy with this
Yeah,
cool
it is.
weather. I've gotten so much new pop up, but yeah, it's been happy in here. This is another tray that I sewed recently, maybe a week or so ago, of winter stuff. So I've got some bulbing onions, garlic chives, dill, more cilantro, parsley, kale, Swiss chard, a bunch of different cool weather things for like spring that I can put in the ground early or get outside early
Yeah.
before it gets hot. So that's mostly what this is. Not much action yet on that. And then these are my baby plants, basically, that I propagated last year that are alive. And some of them are cold tolerant, but they were too small to leave them outside because they weren't big enough to handle a frost.
Oh, okay.
So I brought them inside.
Yeah.
So they don't mind a little bit of cool for the most part, but they were too small to be touched by frost. So I have a lot of fig cuttings that I had started last year, different varieties of figs. I have I think last I counted 18 varieties of figs. So I just brought in
No
some
big
of
deal.
oh no, huh?
No big deal. Mhm.
Right. This is my orange balm. This
Nice.
smells so good.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
don't know if y'all are familiar with lemon balm. It's great for teas. Obviously, has medicinal benefits as well. But another variation of it is orange balm. This was a lot harder to find, but I couldn't find any seeds, but I did find a little 4-inch starter plant, and so I've since divided it, and I was propagating it all last year, and so I have quite a few of my little cuttings that I didn't want to die from that expensive little plant that I bought. And I'm trying to just make more of it so I can spread it kind of all around. This is an avocado seedling that I did last year, just from an avocado that I ate and, you know,
Mhm.
put it in the soil. I've got an African blue basil that I took a cutting from last year that I'm just trying to keep alive in here because this is a hybrid. This is the one exception that I make basically on my farm. This is a hybrid. It can't be grown from seed. It doesn't even make seed. It can only grow from cuttings. But that one is the pollinators go crazy for it. My bees love it. It
Yeah, they
produces so many.
I can't even walk by my African blue basil bush after a certain time.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
swarming.
yeah. My bees love it. So for this one, I make an exception. I grow it naturally, organically, with no chemicals, but it is a hybrid. So it's a cross between two different basils that were scientifically made. And like I said, it doesn't make seed, so it can only be grown from cuttings. And so I brought this one cutting in that I had successfully rooted last year, just so I could start over again next year because it can't handle frost.
Sharing.
Huh?
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. Dragon fruit. These are my dragon fruit cuttings. Yellow and red. Sister, remember you gave me some last
Yeah,
winter and I did a bunch of cuttings. And so these are my cuttings that I did last year.
you look good.
Thanks. I've got a toilet paper plant cutting because we're trying to grow our own TP around here.
Totally.
Vicks plant, which is another medicinal. Sister, you gave me this one.
I bought the cuttings and yeah, made a whole
Yeah.
bunch of plants for us. Yeah.
This is one of the cuttings I made from the plant that you gave me. I propagated this one.
And I have a video, I think it's actually my video dropping Saturday, showing me making Vicks rub using the Vicks plant.
Yeah, I can't wait for that because I just took some more cuttings. These are some more of those Vicks cuttings that I just did a couple days ago. And I have some leaves, so I want to do something
Yeah,
with those leaves that I took off.
yeah,
They're
that's
little, but
leaves for to do cuttings. I'm like, oh, I should do something with all these leaves.
this is my toilet paper plant
Yeah, looks
that
great.
I rooted last winter from cutting. So this one's pretty happy. The
Mm-hmm.
one next to it's not so happy. I'm not sure what's going
Oh,
on.
no, it's not.
This one's not very happy, but oh, it was still alive last I checked. It
Doesn't look
looks dead.
great, but nature is resilient.
No, it's dead. There's no cambium. Oh nope, down here there is. It's green. So it's dead from like here up.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not gonna cut it yet. But down here and at the root of it is still green. When
Oh,
you scrape up, that's what the way you know basically if a plant or a tree is alive. You just scrape it a little bit with your nail, and if you can see green, then it's still alive. But if it's brown, then it's dead.
can you zoom in to see the cambium? Can we see the green?
I don't know. Let me see.
Or like move your
Hold on. I was trying not to make too big of a
can you
wait.
put your hand behind it so it'll zoom into the. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So that green part is the cambium. That's how you know the plant is still alive when you scrape it down.
And
Like the.
then if I scrape up here,
Oh yeah, that's a great comparison. See, that's brown. That's dead.
yeah.
Great.
So the whole plant is not dead, but I know from like here down is alive and the rest of this is dead, which I can see that it looks pretty dead. But just because it's brown on the outside doesn't mean it's dead.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
That's why I always scrape the cambium to see if I can see green or brown. So anyway, I'm not going to cut it now just because it's cold and I don't want to expose any of the cambium at the top. So I'm going to leave this dead for a little while. But once it starts warming up, I'm going to cut this because it's dead. It's not going to do nothing anyway. But my my toilet paper plant is still alive. So I'm not going to toss this out. And once it gets a little warmer, it'll start looking like this.
See, mine's the opposite. Once it gets hot here, my toilet paper plant looks terrible and does nothing.
Not hot, sister,
So,
warm. Warm. Once it gets hot, mine's not going to do nothing either. But I just need a little warmth and then it'll start growing a little bit. And I also grow these in full shade. In the summer, I put them in full shade.
yeah.
But these are aptly named toilet paper plant. These are grown in nature. You can use them as natural toilet paper. It has like a minty kind of smell. Not mint. What's it?
Menthol.
Menthol. It has like a menthol smell to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can also make wet wipes from these by dampening.
I think it smells, because when I think of menthol, I think of like what your granddad put on his knees or whatever. But I think it smells better than that.
But what would you compare it to?
I
Or
don't
liken
know.
it to?
Like incense or something more. Like it smells so good.
It does smell really good.
It doesn't smell like Ben Gay, or that's the kind of what I think of when I hear menthol. Like
Uh,
I don't
no.
know.
Okay. Well, anyway, it smells really good.
Yeah.
It's known as the Charmin of Nature's Charmin.
Just Charmin.
Charmin of nature.
Yeah.
It's really, really soft. Yeah. There's nothing like it. Once you wipe with this, you feel like you're downgrading wiping with
No going back.
Yeah. And like I was saying, you can like wet the leaves, keep them damp in like a Ziploc, and then you make wet wipes.
You wrap it in a moist paper towel and put it in a Ziploc bag, and it's like a wet wipe every time you go to the bathroom. I actually put mine in a Tupperware.
Yeah.
And I lined the Tupperware with a moist paper towel, and then put the toilet paper plant leaves on top of it, and put another moist paper towel on top of it. And every time I just go to the bathroom, I just take one off the top.
I love that.
Great. Yeah, definitely like a wet wipe. And it has the same, like, leaves you with the same clean feeling as a wet wipe.
It does. And it has like I say menthol because I feel like it has a tingle that they put in
way.
Huh?
Tingle, but in a good way. It tingles in a
Yeah, that they put in products that you use for like menstrual products, like the pads that they put that have like scented or whatever and are supposed to be like cooling or that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, witch hazel or something they put on. Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, but you're right. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the tour. That's what I have growing in my winter nursery.
Nice.
I decided that even though it's cold here in the winter, that's not a reason for me to grow, especially if I have just a windowsill. You see, you don't need supplemental light or heat mats or whatever. And like I said, I do have that set up as well, which I'll show y'all later. I'm going to use that to start my summer stuff. But there's plenty of cool weather stuff that you can grow. Cilantro, sage, parsley, almost all the leafy greens. Oh yeah, I forgot I had collard greens in there as well. Georgia collards, Swiss chard, kale, spinach. Basically anything that can be grown in spring or fall that like cool weather. You can grow without a heat mat, without a humidity dome, without grow lights. All you need is a windowsill.
My collard greens haven't done anything, but I know that's because it's been so hot until recently. It was so hot. It wasn't so hot, but
right. Yeah. Those are highly productive though, because those seeds are from last year those are really fresh seeds. I just harvested those from last year.
I expect to start seeing some now that the temperatures are more normal for us for winter.
Yeah, they'll pop up, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm going to sprinkle some more out next week.
Yeah, I'm going to put some more out too. And I decided today too, let me get settled back in here.
Yeah.
I decided today that I'm going to soak some sweet pea seeds because I'm going to put sweet peas in some of the containers that I have growing in the backyard here at the suburban homestead. I've got a couple of buckets up against my fence line where I added that trellis netting, and I'm going to let the sweet pea flowers grow up
that'll be pretty.
Yeah. And because it's cool, but it's getting into the 70s next week, but then it's going to be, still moderately cool, which is what sweet pea flowers like. So I'm going to try to grow some here and let them fix the nitrogen and all that good stuff in those buckets as well. So then I can put some more stuff in the summer into those buckets and grow them in the back garden here.
Yeah, I just went through my bag of bean seeds the other day and pulled out the beans I'm gonna sow next week for where I'm gonna okra. So that
Yeah.
will be getting improved until the summer when I plant the okra seeds.
I love that.
And if I don't harvest the beans, I don't care. I have plenty of. I mean, I need pigeon peas are just they produce so abundantly. I'm like I got so much, but I'd be happy if I get some of the other beans. But even if I don't, as long as they're fixing the soil, that's great for me. That's their purpose. And if I happen to get a harvest, that's just a bonus. Because
And we'll add asterisks. I don't know. We're assuming that everyone knows that plants in the legume family fix nitrogen in the soil.
Yeah.
So anytime you're like deficient in nitrogen or planning to plant something that's like a heavy feeder, it's great to plant a legume ahead of what you're gonna put in, so it can fix the soil, basically improve
the work
soil.
prepping the land. And I haven't met a bean I don't like. So if I happen to be able to harvest some beans from that, that'd be great.
You could probably still get some more fava beans in too, sister. You think?
I was thinking about that.
I think so.
Again, even if it gets hot before they can fruit, they'll still fix the soil a little bit. So that's probably a reason.
And those are like huge for biomass.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
You know, they get so tall, so you get so much chop and drop material from fava beans.
Okay, I do have some left.
You know, you can eat the greens
Oh,
even if you don't get beans. I really like greens.
that's true. I did like them too. Okay, I have seeds left that you gave me. I'll sow some of those next week too.
Cool. I don't like the greens of all beans. Actually, I don't think I like the greens of any beans that I could think of.
I've tried.
Um,
I don't think I've tried.
but I started trying because I knew that I liked fava beans. I haven't really found any greens from beans that I like besides fava.
Hmm.
And fava likes cold weather, so fava beans is like my go-to spring winter.
And I haven't had any cold weather, so my fava beans have just died. The ones I've in South Florida didn't. It just now got cold. Normally it would have been cold by now, but it's been a very atypically warm winter up until recently.
Yeah.
I'll try it again though. Thanks for the suggestion.
Yeah.
What I have done for my self-reliance today is, of course, I took care of my nursery when I first got up this morning and watered everybody. That's really all I have done today. All my other adulting took the priority of that.
Right.
I honestly don't think I'm going to do much more today. I'm probably going to do some reading.
I love you.
I'm going to do some reading. Oh, I know. Well, it's not really but for my mental health, I went and sat by the water for like 15 minutes and was looking for manatees because the manatees come down to South Florida into the waters during the winter because the water's warmer. I mean, we can see manatees year round. Those are sea cows for people who don't know. Cow of the sea, or what's the other name for them? Manatees, we can see them year round, but we see them the most in the winter. They come down here. Anyway, I went looking for manatees and sat by the water and smelled the salt water and breathed it in. That was the best part of my day today, actually.
I love that.
That's pretty much it. I don't think I'm gonna. Certainly not gonna do much physically today. For the rest of the day, I did a lot of that already today with walking around and stuff, doing things. But
what are you reading?
let me grab it for you. It's right here. I'm always reading multiple things.
Same.
The two things I am going between right now, I usually have at least 2 books going at the same time, sometimes 3, because they're all like different. One is like a biography or autobiography. One is usually like a nonfiction learning book. And usually one is like more spiritual or poetry or something like that. Anyway, I have read this before multiple times, but I'm reading and rereading this constantly. Freedom Farmers. The subtitle is Agricultural Resistance and the Black Freedom Movement. I find learning from our ancestors and thinking about what they have done and what they have successfully done, what they even unsuccessfully done, just learning from what has already been done, and as far as food sovereignty, and community. What do you call it? Community, like we're all,
Resistance?
huh?
Oh, resistance,
Oh,
community,
sure. Like the
collective.
interconnectedness of community, how like everybody's working together for their own for their survival. It's less individual. Anyway, it's just inspiring to see what our ancestors have done.
Community building, we'll say.
I mean, like
You're talking about the network that they build.
that our future is not just self reliance; it's community reliance. Like
Right.
has to be good. You try to make sure everybody around you is good, so therefore you're stronger. This community-based resilience, I guess maybe say. But anyway, I read and read. I'm not like reading this sequentially anymore because I've read it so many times. But I'm just popping into certain chapters and rereading certain topics. And then Man's Eternal Quest. I mean, it's a classic. Collected talks and essays on realizing God in daily life. This is just one I am constantly working my way through. I bought the whole, like, I don't know if it's called, is it box set if it's books? Anyway, I bought all the three of his from India, imported from India. It's beautiful. Like, what's this? And it has like a ribbon for, they're just great books. Anyway, I bought the whole 3 volume set. So I'm just working my way through it, taking my time. It's dense. It's basically like a spiritual work, religion, whatever. So I just read a little bit each night. How about you?
Actually, it reminded me that the other progress that I made is that I'm making my way through my audiobook, which is due in like 3 days, so I need to finish it because I have to return it. But I'm reading The Third Plate currently.
Yeah.
I'm finding it really surprisingly interesting. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I think it was Farmer Jesse who recommended it from No Till Growers.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the Market Gardener that recommended it. Anyway, I can't remember who. Somebody recommended it. So because they recommended it, I was like, okay, I'll check it out. But basically, it's written by a chef, and he talks about his journey to regenerative agriculture. And he's a chef who became a farmer, and so he kind of like took farm to table to the next level by opening a farm that had a restaurant inside of it. And anyway, it's very cool.
Sounds dope. Yeah.
Sharing his journey of how he got there, basically, how he realize that unless he's growing it, like, what's the point, basically? And like the fact that there's like levels to food. The tomato you buy in the store is not the tomato that's off of your farm. And just how that opened his mind, basically, as a chef, and took him to a whole other level. So,
I don't read that.
Huh?
I might check that out. I don't think I've read that. I'm gonna add it.
Yeah, I was gonna recommend it to you after I finished it. I just wanted to make sure I liked it, but so far I'm liking it, and I'm about halfway through. It's Ben
Seventh plate.
Huh?
The seventh plate.
No, the third plate.
Third plate. I was close.
Yeah, The Third Plate.
Oh, my library doesn't have that on the ebook thing.
Oh, bummer.
They don't have hardly anything I want, honestly.
Mine's pretty good. I can't complain. I've gotten, for the most part, I've gotten almost all of the books that I want off of my Libby app from my.
Oh, I have read this. Oh, do I own this? It's Dan Barber.
Yeah. Dan Barber.
Oh, yeah, he's a rock star.
Yeah.
I'm very inspired by the way he lives. Yeah.
Yeah. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So it's been good. So I'm reading or listening to his book right now. That's the main one. I have 2 other books that I haven't finished reading yet that have been on my need to read list. They're right here on my side table, even though I haven't finished them yet. But Cast.
Oof. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm more than halfway, but I just find
you gotta read a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, given the current climate, I find that
given the current climate, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, in a normal climate for me, just because of how I exist, but given the heightened state of the current climate, I just find this to be quite probably not the direction I need to be going in right now. Anyway, so Um, I haven't been reading this, but yeah, I'm almost done. I've been almost done for a while. I just haven't finished it. And the other book that I have not finished but have started is Return to Source.
I've been trying. That's on my nightstand too. I've been trying to finish. I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. I've been trying to finish that for a while.
Me too.
I think
I
it is
not
hard. I
bad.
think I probably yeah. But you just need to take it in a little bit at a time. I think it's probably by design. That is probably intended. I would imagine the author probably didn't intend for you like to finish it in one weekend.
Right, right.
Because
Sure.
a lot, probably he or she, I think it's a woman, right? Wants you to probably take it in and then like integrate some of that into your life, and then come back to it, circle back to the book.
Yeah, and then incorporate more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm taking in right now.
Love it.
I can't remember the name. There's another book on my audio list that I had on hold that became available while I was still listening to this other one. So I put myself back in line. But there's another book. Now I can't think of the name right now. But anyway, that I'm excited to read or listen to next for my next audiobook. I've been trying to have like one audiobook going and then one physical book. Because sometimes I find that I want to listen to the content, but then I also other times want to just read. So I try to have at least one audiobook going, typically. Like one audiobook on my list that I'm working through. Yeah.
Nice.
Sounds like we had a great day.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think we should go ahead and end it here. We got through
So well.
a bunch.
Hope
Thank you again.
Full Hump Day. Happy Black History Month again.
We're gonna make this Black History Month ever.
I'm gonna keep wishing you a happy Black History Month.
Yes. Thank you guys again for joining the Growers Group Chat, where we come on every day and talk about growing food.
2:00 Eastern Standard.
Every single day, we're talking about growing food because we believe that everyone should be growing something for yourself, for your neighbor, for your family. And remember, you can't grow all the food that the people need, but the people need all the food that you can grow.
That part.
All right, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.
For the rest of your week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.